Welcome back to the second half of the Bobby Dupre Show, and I want to introduce my sidekick, Mr. Andrew Gitros.
I only get paid half the show
Half
this
a
week.
show because I forgot or you forgot. I don't know. I'll take the blame. I'll pay you that zero.
I'll be able to get half the zero this time.
Half of the zero. Yeah, there you go. We have a lot of names to mention and pictures to show and all of that. Let's start off by how are we going to get started? What's our first picture?
I can sure go to pictures.
Okay. That must have been last Wednesday night. I was asked to host a group of secretaries to the chiefs of police in Louisiana, and somewhere between 50 and 60, mostly ladies and some husbands were there, and some assistants, of course, to Carlos Astute, the chief of police.
And some chiefs as well.
Yeah, a few chiefs. Carlos Astute,
Chief in Carencro.
Chief in Carencro. I'll get it out in a minute when we have a picture of him. He and the president of the association were from Carencro, and they held the meetings partly here and partly in Carencro, but they stayed at the Evangeline Downs Hotel.
Excellent.
And had some of their meetings there and had breakfast and everything there.
Great,
and they
great
loved,
convention facility. I mean, you got restaurants open, you got gaming, you got horse racing going on.
They went to the horse races.
Oh, yeah.
They came to my outdoor kitchen. They had a blast. And I did. They had so much fun that I had fun, and at the last minute I called Roscoe Chenier, and his band showed up, and I mean, they kept them either dancing or moving and having a blast. And I might add that Roscoe Chenier could not make it. He has some severe medical situations. He lost both legs now.
Complications of diabetes.
And so keep Roscoe. He's one of the finest men I ever met in my life.
Played all over the world.
All over the world, and just at the last minute, I can call him. If you need him, I'll call him for you. And he just his band is very, very good.
Right.
And they've shown here, giving me a plaque, which I appreciated. Wasn't expected either. But here I'm giving, and she's the president. And I might add, the next day she had a little health complication.
Oh, yeah?
And hopefully everything worked out all right. She seemed to be okay when she got into the ambulance.
Big crowd.
Big crowd, enjoying themselves. Here's Donald with the OPD, helping the Chief Gallo is in a picture somewhere. These two individuals are from, she works for the Monroe Chief of Police, and I might add, she knows Mr. Buddy Empanada from Monroe, Louisiana, Vice Chairman of the Boxing and Wrestling Commission.
That's Carlos.
That's Carlos and his beautiful wife, and I don't know that I ever met her before. There's the band.
He rubbing that
playing in
foot
my backyard.
all the way to the ground.
Oh,
man.
yeah. He had fun. He remembers selling Daddy and I pecans back when I was a youngster. He said I was in short pants. Now I don't know about that, but he's a few years older than I am. And that young man, I remember when he started singing with the band. He's very accomplished today.
All over.
All over. There's my backyard right here.
Look how nice the pond looks right now. It's the perfect time of the year. The leaves
time. Out. The wind was blowing, kept everything cool, kept the mosquitoes away.
Dancing with the music.
Oh yeah, no, they had fun.
Here's
Lionel and Malcolm, and they were enjoying themselves, telling each other little stories, I'm sure.
Right.
And here's Carlos again, and Chief Gallo in the red in the background, and Harry way in the back. Big Harry Gabriel. Way in the back. Thanks, Harry, for all you did too, by the way. That would have been maybe Wednesday not Wednesday, probably Thursday. This is Pat Huval, former mayor of Henderson, and what did he?
The man that put Henderson on the map.
On the map.
That's how he ran for mayor.
That's right, and served, I guess, as long as he wanted, and then he retired.
I love to tell the story that one night I was in Baton Rouge, decided to go eat at Pat's, and I wasn't sure it was like a Monday or a Sunday night. I wasn't sure if they were still open, and I called. I said, "Is this the original Pat's?" Because I wanted to make sure I went to the right one, because his wife also ex-wife had rights to the Pat's name too. Well, he's the one that answered the phone. He says, "Sir, this is the original Pat." I said, "I'm coming."
Good. And let me get my little notes here. Let me get my little notes. Go
Go ahead, you find them.
Okay.
I'm gonna show the next photo.
Yeah, that's
These
why
three
I'm
ladies.
asking you. Yep. And hold on, I had it.
Hold on,
I had
I
it.
got it.
Okay, right
All right,
here.
all right.
No, that's not
All right.
the latest. Just keep on talking.
If you go across beautiful Bayou Amy in Henderson, on your left-hand side is Nice Pat's Restaurant if you want to go out and have good seafood. One of the first restaurants around to sell boiled crawfish and crawfish off the menu. They also have a nice hotel and kind of like bed and breakfast set up there as well. If you're trying to come into town and maybe spend some time in Henderson, maybe you can take those tours at McGee's Landing. Maybe you're going to go join the swamp people. You want to come back to those pictures after a while?
No. I want to
Well,
get
you
them.
better find 'em.
I just keep on talking.
you
You're
want me to keep
doing
filling?
good. You keep on.
How about this? I'm going to talk about a sponsor then. Kick back to me while he finds that list. Let's go with Piggly Wiggly. All your grocery needs throughout South Louisiana, they got it at Piggly Wiggly. You can go and get yourself 18-piece chicken combos from Sanderson Farms. That's the legs, thighs, and wings for $1.19 a pound. Smoked picnic hands, 99 cents a pound. You can get boneless pork loin, $1.99 a pound. Beef shoulder sticks, $2.99 a pound. And don't forget the Mahatma long grain rice, only $3 for 5 pounds. Go buy your local Piggly Wiggly. The pig knows best. And one more sponsor while he's still digging.
That's right.
The Quarters Casino. You can go buy for your gaming. You can go to Pico de Gallo and get good authentic Mexican cuisine. They've got Chevron gas, Chevron diesel, plenty of pumps, easy to get to, crispy, crunchy fried chicken inside as well. Go by and try your gaming and tell the folks there we said hi. North of Opelousas. You still digging for that thing?
Well, and
We're going to come back to you. I
Okay.
can come back in a little while. I can hit
Yep.
one more sponsor if you want me to. How about Slimco? We've got the scholarships coming up. Slimco Scholarship. With the Slimco Scholarships happening, they're going to give them away over at their annual meeting this summer when they have the big get-together. If you are a student and you're a customer of Clico, or you're a child of Slimco, or you're a child of a Slimco customer, you can go by their office and get a form, or you can do it online at slimco.com. The entry deadline is May the 3rd, so I think like today is basically the wire. Huh? Isn't today the 3rd with Thursday? Yes, it's Thursday. You can also call Miss Mary Laurent, 896-2520. You got it?
well, I don't.
You
but
give up?
Let's
Okay.
get the next picture.
Let's keep rolling. I got these guys.
The three ladies. Okay.
I got the three ladies.
Okay, the three ladies. The,
You got
the,
it.
the blonde on the left.
Yes,
No, I
sir.
don't. I don't have it. But she's with the Crump Insurance Group.
Correct.
And she was calling and treating these two young ladies, and I apologize. They're both with Mike Huval Insurance.
That's Mary Moffett. If I had to
Mary
guess.
Moffett. It's right in front of me, and
We got it.
I used the Glen Armentor.
I know, you had
off
it. That's
that
all right, but
same
we
note.
got it. We got it.
And then Miss Emmeline DeVilliers is in the center, and Miss Patricia Barrard is all the way on the right, and they were at Pat Huval's restaurant, and they work for Mike Huval Insurance, and I told them to be sure to tell him hello. I said, y'all see him very often these days? They said, not during in session. He's busy, busy. And again, I apologize. And then in this picture here, now, don't tell me,
That's the three gentlemen.
yep, the three gentlemen, it's a little bitty piece of paper, What? Oh, right here.
There you go.
It's so little. Okay. On the left is Mr. Honoré in the construction business from Baton Rouge. In the center is my longtime friend and a viewer of the Bobby Dupre show with Andrew Guitros, Mr. Tim Lemoyne, who was one of the founders of the Lemoyne Company as we know it today. Of course, he sold out. He lives right near Sunset right here, and he watches the program as often as he can. And his friend on the right and used to and maybe still works with the Lemoyne Company is George Craigle. And George worked with my partner in Timeline, Kendall Broussard, for years. So Kendall, they said to be sure to tell you hello. And of course, this picture here is Miss Leslie Riley Sylvester. And this is her mother-in-law, Miss Becky Sylvester. And they're back in time, Miss Wanda Juneau's beautiful little
Over on
cafe.
the Courthouse Square.
On the Courthouse Square. And she has something in common with me, I guess you could say, because her grandfather was Mr. Steve Riley, and he's one of the orphan train riders from New York. And she has visited the New York Foundling Hospital on 2 separate occasions to learn more about the heritage of her grandfather.
There you go.
Very, very interesting. And hope to see her in July. The upcoming gathering takes place in July. I will be notifying everybody. I was walking into Evangeline Downs maybe Saturday night, and these 2 people wanted me to make sure to tell them hello. Good morning to you all. If I had your name, I lost it.
And there's the paddock, and
Paddock.
all the horses.
All
with
the horses. My horse is
saddle.
going there, and he must have forgot which way to run because he ended up way to the back. But I came out all right.
How they work out?
Well, it was a $5,000 claiming race, and he was the favorite horse, and they claimed him. So I got my $5,000 that I had paid a month before, so I didn't come out too bad after all. And the horse will probably win next time out. He just had a bad start, and she likes to run on the front end. And
when she got behind, she decided that she wasn't going to run.
That's not her
Out of
place.
style.
And this, of course, is right here is Ashley Fisher DeStefano, out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Ashley, of course, is Don Fisher's young, beautiful daughter. They were in Opelousas area attending a Friday night wedding. And this is Saturday morning with their 2 kids, Anthony and Gabrielle. And, of course, the husband is Tony. And Tony has a little something to tell me. He says, I finally get to meet Bobby Dupre. He says, I've heard Bobby Dupre. And of course...
and we talked about Don last week. We were talking about the men's mass and getting some fried chicken at Mama's Fried with Arlene.
That's correct. And beautiful young lady. And I commented to him how beautiful she was with no makeup on or anything. He said, I'm going to tell you a little quick story, Mr. Bobby. He says, I went to visit her. I was just meeting her, and went over, and she was coming in from doing her jogging. And I said, would you like to go have dinner? She said, sure, I'll go clean up and I'll be right out. And he says she came out in 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
And he says, now wait a while. He says, this is wonderful. He said he had a sister that it took 2 hours for her to get ready.
I've heard of that.
She went back in to get her purse, and while she was gone, he called his daddy. He says, Daddy, I want you to know I probably met my future wife. I found a winner. He said, well, how did you make a decision so fast? She got ready in 15 minutes. He said, you know, my sister, it takes her 2 hours.
I don't know if I can get ready in 15 minutes.
This is a beautiful picture you see right there. This right out of bed, taking the kids. This is at the Evangeline Downs Hotel. I'm doing quite a bit of PR work for the Evangeline Downs Hotel, and everybody says they love it, and they loved it also, and they had, of course, used the swimming pool and a hot tub they have there, and they have a business office computer lab there.
If you get the suite, if you've got a group of y'all going, the suite's so big you can meet together in the suite area. It's got a nice living room type area.
Oh,
very,
a
very
big
nice.
party, yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, the shower's so big you can meet in the shower. So I always talk about that shower. If you bring your horse, you can wash the horse in the shower. It's that big.
And you can attend the races right now.
That's right.
Okay.
KSLO, another side of 3.
Okay, now the next picture should be 3 ladies. The mother is on the right. They are attending the Festival International in Lafayette, and they're staying at the Evangeline Downs Hotel, and then at night they attend the races. So what a facility we have there, Evangeline Downs Hotel and Evangeline Downs Racetrack. And this is Jack and Tara Kalik, and they from they shows here Pearland, Texas, which is right outside of Houston, as I understood them to say. And they were there enjoying the races. They love the races, and they love Evangeline Downs Racetrack. And this is Saturday night. We were having dinner at Prejean's, and we met a couple.
That's Mr. Rod. You got your notes.
Where's my little notes there? My notes.
Your notes are running away today.
Yep, this is right here.
Now you got
This
it.
is Mr.